Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here from NFL Red Zone, and you're watching the Super Fantasy Bros podcast. 1 hour of commercial-free podcasting starts now. Enjoy the show.
All right.
Sorry.
Week 14 in the books. Week 15, here we are. We have made it to the fantasy football playoffs.
Some of us made it.
Some of us have made it. Some of us haven't. We hope that our viewers that have watched have made the playoffs, of course. Your playoffs may not have started if you're in a league where only 4 teams make the playoffs. Some of those leagues still might have one more week of the regular season. But in most leagues, it is playoff time. So we are going to be breaking down all of the game previews, as always, for week 15. So we'll go through all the matchups, go through our rankings, and we'll also give you a long shot for the playoffs. Just for this first round. So we'll give you a guy who we think could blow up this week and win you that first round playoff matchup you're trying to win right now. So let's get right into it. And let's start with the long shot for the playoffs. I guess I'll start us off here. KJ Osborne is my long shot for week 1. So if you're looking to plug someone in your lineup, you got someone in your lineup that maybe you don't trust, let's say Terry McLaurin, someone who may have concussion, may have been some inconsistency here and there, or maybe you just lost Tyler Lockett to COVID IR. KJ Osborne was out there in a lot of leagues this week. If you were able to pick him up, plug him in, I think he's going to have a huge game if Adam Thielen does miss. So KJ Osborne, my long shot for the playoffs. He's getting you 20 plus points if Thielen misses that game. Lock it in.
Play.
All right.
T-Gods, what do you got?
My long shot is someone I've been talking about all season, and he hasn't done anything. But
it's been a roller coaster.
It's been a roller coaster, mostly downhill.
Back lately.
Mostly downhill, but it's coming back. The past 3 weeks, he is wide receiver 9, averaging 16.9 points. And this week, he plays the San Francisco 49ers, the 20th best defense against wide receivers. His name is Russell Gage, by the way. Yeah, I think Russell Gage will continue his trend upwards, and I can't see a reason why he doesn't.
Like it.
I respect it.
He has been nice these past couple of weeks.
After we wrote him off after a couple of donuts, he decided that he wanted to show up. So hopefully he does not fall back into that pit. I'm a believer still.
Let's go.
Somehow, some way. After I snapped a few weeks ago. All right, Matt. Who is your long shot for the first round?
I'm going to hop on this wide receiver bandwagon. And I'm going to go with Christian Kirk with the news that DeAndre Hopkins is now missing the rest of the regular season. I believe they said at least. I think Christian Kirk is a solid option. He's only had less than 5 targets 3 times this year, and that's even when D-Hop was healthy. So he has a nice matchup this week against Detroit. I think D-Hop being out really ups his ceiling tremendously. So I expect good things out of Christian Kirk.
Completely agree. I love me some Christian Kirk. I know if Q were here, he would be pounding the drum for AJ Green. But
thank God.
But Q is not here. So he just had to miss this one, unfortunately. I think it's the first time he's
We
missed.
didn't even acknowledge that.
He's been consistent. Hey, we're acknowledging it. It's only been a couple minutes.
All right.
But Q's long shot for the playoffs, we're locking it in as AJ Green. He's going against Matt.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into the game previews. But before we do that, T-Gods, pick standings. Do we have where we stand at this point?
Okay, so Q, of course, just like the whole rest of the season, last place, 127. Me and Sean.
He's happy he's not here now.
Me and Sean are tied for second with 128. Matt still in the lead with 130. We're catching up.
You guys are creeping up on me. I don't like it.
It's tight.
Stay back.
No, I'm coming this week, ending it all.
Please don't.
All right.
Please don't.
Thursday night football, Chiefs at the Chargers. You guys probably have watched this by the time you're listening or watching this. So let's just give our picks real quick. We'll get Q's picks as well. But let's just give ours real quick. What do we got?
Chargers.
I got to go Chiefs. They're hot right now.
Wow. I'm going Chargers too.
I think the Chiefs are on like a 6-game win streak.
I know they are hot, but they have played pretty poopy teams too. And the Raiders twice who don't know how to play defense.
The Chargers are good at choking. So
they are. Chargers are when you want the Chargers to win, you expect them to win, they lose, and then they'll win random games. I don't know how to predict them either. So both of these teams, I feel like I've been wrong on more than I'm right. So whatever.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely.
So, I mean, it's 50-50.
Yeah. Just give me the Chargers. We'll see what happens. All right, let's get into the next game. Raiders at the Browns. So let's start with the Raiders. Josh Jacobs, is he a top 15 running back this week? Are you confident in him for the playoffs in general?
Yes.
I have
Yes.
12 this week. And yeah, you got to say yes. I mean, with all these COVID cases coming out, it's slim pickings right now. And I mean, Josh Jacobs has been solid all year. There's no reason to turn your back on him now. I mean, his playoff matchups are a little bit scary, but I mean, you're going to have to start him.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think you pretty much are stuck with him at this point. He's been pretty consistent, though. You can't really complain. So roll out Josh Jacobs. You got to roll him out there. But looking at Darren Waller, he's not going to be healthy. He is out. So with him out, is Foster Moreau even an option at this point after he's been pretty inconsistent while Waller has been out?
Nope.
No. There's plenty of tight ends I'd rather start over Moreau at this point.
100% agree. I think it's mostly.
I think tight ends kind of made a comeback this year. As weird as it sounds, I mean, they haven't been consistent, but there's a good bunch to choose from. I say there's like 14 I'm comfortable starting.
I'm not comfortable
14,
starting.
you're comfortable starting?
Well, I would be happy as my starting tight end.
You're crazy.
You are crazy.
The cutoff line is Conklin.
I think because the top tier isn't as top tier as it was.
Right.
It feels like they're back.
It's not as lopsided.
They're all kind of similar now. But sure, whatever you say, Matt. Whatever you say. Either way, probably don't start Moreau if you don't have to. Cap or no cap, Hunter Renfrow is a must-start player for the playoffs.
Come on, no cap, dude.
No,
this man's a beast.
This
With or without Waller, it doesn't matter. He's too good.
Since the bye week, he has one game under 17 fantasy points.
Yeah,
he's just better. He's just better than.
And the bye week was week 8, by the way.
Yeah, dude, he's been rock solid. Lock in Hunter Renfrow for sure.
He's pushing like high-end wide receiver 2 territory.
Yeah,
in my eyes,
he is. Especially with all the injury, like with Waller out,
when Waller's out, he gets fed.
Dude, he's like a low-end wide receiver 1, which is nuts to even think about. Hunter Renfrow. Like I would have been like, "What are you talking?"
No way.
No
I would have called you crazy.
But yeah, he has been rock solid. Trust Hunter Renfrow. Moving on to the Browns, Nick Chubb locked in. Are there even any other Browns worth starting? Donovan Peoples-Jones, maybe, with Jarvis Landry and Hooper most likely out with COVID. Maybe.
This is not the time to get cute.
Yeah, I believe, what are they starting? Case Keenum this week?
Yeah, Baker's also out.
Yeah, I'd rather avoid the Browns aside from Chubb right now.
Yeah, I would agree. Yep, I think you're locking in Chubb, and that's all you can do.
And I think you're also locking in the Raiders to take this dub.
Yes, sir. I am, at least.
Ooh, okay.
Sean might not be.
Sean, if you don't,
Browns.
I hate the Browns.
Oh my God, you're wild.
You
don't care about the injuries. Case Keenum, it's like Baker Mayfield, Case Keenum. It's like,
all right, this is where I take the lead on Sean.
But
there you go.
Nick Chubb, about 200 yards. Lock it in. Raiders stink. Nick Chubb's going off.
Go Durnus.
Go Durnus.
We'll see. All right, let's move on to the next game. Patriots at the Colts. Let's start with the Patriots. Cap or no cap, you should avoid the Patriots running backs for the playoffs.
No cap.
No cap. Too risky.
It's a committee, and they're versing really good defenses. So it's like, aside from if you make it to the chip, then you're comfortable starting like maybe Stevenson and Harris against Jacksonville. But other than that, not really.
Yeah. Dude, it's just like you don't know who it is at this point now that Stevenson's really confirmed in the mix. So it's like if Harris misses, maybe you could start just Stevenson. But even then, I'm not 100% confident against the Colts defense. So I'd avoid it if I could. Are there any other Patriots worth starting in general outside of the running backs we just talked about?
No. I could not say that there is.
Yeah, no,
I was digging Kendrick Bourne for a little bit, but I don't know. That like whatever play calling that Bill Belichick's got going on is very, I don't know. It's like clock managing.
Yeah, it's just a game managing game.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Just run it. Just throw dink and dunk passes. I mean, that's what he's always done.
Control the clock, control time of possession. It's not really good for the receivers out there.
Nah. Yeah. I would avoid all the Patriots if I could.
Except for their defense. Their defense. Gotta start the defense, no matter who they're playing.
Got to.
Yeah, their defense has been solid. But Jonathan Taylor, obviously locked in for the offs, pretty much fantasy MVP at this point. But is Michael Pittman someone you are confident in this week against the Patriots?
Yeah, as a flex. Not like the wide receiver 2 status that he had earlier in the year, but I like him as a flex. I think that this game is going to be close, so Indianapolis is going to have to stay in there. I mean, they could just run it with JT. It's not really much competition there, but I think Pittman sees enough work in this game.
I agree.
Yeah, I got him at 23. I'm just scared that, like, if Bill Belichick, you'd think he would want to take away Jonathan Taylor, if anyone, but I don't know if you can take away Jonathan Taylor at this point. So maybe he focuses, just get rid of Pittman and just shut down the whole passing offense.
Belichick will find a way.
That would be my only fear. So we'll see. But I think Pittman, you still got to roll him out there. Definitely a solid flex. I agree. All right. Let's pick this one. Patriots at the Colts. Who we got?
This is a hard game to pick.
Give me Indianapolis Colts.
I am taking the Colts as well. I believe that's who I picked in our picks league. At least I hope it is.
Belichick just knows how to scheme, bro. I'm taking the Patriots.
Dude, it's tough. It's tough to go against them. What are they?
It is
6 in a row or 5 in a row?
Something like that.
5.
Something crazy, but
yeah, they've been
Wentz
winning.
Is going to crack.
Wentz could crack. That could be the downfall here, but I don't know. I feel like they got to stop eventually. Colts at home, I think they're coming off the bye too. So they've had 2 weeks to prepare. I'm hopeful the Colts can pull this off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cardinals at the Lions. Kyler Murray loses DeAndre Hopkins as he is pretty much out for the season. Is Kyler Murray still a top 3 quarterback this week, though?
I have him at 3.
I have him at
that rushing ability is just that could make up
1.
What?
He's playing the Lions. He's going off.
Yeah, but like Josh
Allen, running backs though.
Justin Herbert.
Got them right behind him. But give me Kyler all day this week. Lock it in.
I don't hate it, but it's a little far-fetched. But
He's
I mean,
top 5 either way. So
yeah, like I was saying, his rushing ability can make up for any lack of D-Hop not being there.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna they lost to the Rams. I think it's just a really big bounce back week. Get right.
Yeah, they're just gonna run it up on.
Gonna go crazy. Yeah, exactly. That's my thought process there.
I like it.
But without D-Hop, who do you like to emerge as the number 1 for the playoffs? Christian Kirk, AJ Green, or Rondale Moore? Matt, we know you like Christian Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
D-Hop's the same boat.
It's such like a toss-up. Like, I wish it was Ertz, but no. I mean, I don't know. I guess you know what? I'm gonna ride with my boy AJ Green. It's gonna be AJ Green. Me and Q.
All right. I respect it. I'm gonna lean towards Christian Kirk. I think Rondale Moore is worth an add to your bench, but I wouldn't start him unless I start seeing some production. Just because D-Hop's out and with all the COVID and whatnot going on, you might be desperate to plug someone in. But yeah, I would lean towards Christian Kirk right now. But yeah, it could be AJ Green. I like both of them as definitely flex options right now.
I think Rondale Moore definitely has the least upside.
Yeah, I agree.
Moving on to the running backs, Chase Edmonds may be back this week. We thought he was going to be back last week, but they did not activate him. So what do you make of this backfield if he does come back, and how would you rank him and Connor?
He's playing. I have Connor 17. I have Edmonds 27.
All right, I respect it. Yeah, I think I have to put Connor over Edmonds. I had Edmonds over him a lot.
Have to
throughout the season, but like if they're going to score touchdowns and that ends up being rushing touchdowns against the Lions, it's going to be Connor. So Yeah, I have Connor at 19, Edmonds at 25, so a little bit closer, but yeah, it's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a tight one.
Yeah, I think Connor's gonna be the clear start out of the two, though.
Yeah, I would agree as well. For the Lions, DeAndre Swift, TJ Hawkinson, both out, so we are avoiding all Lions. Amon St. Brown, maybe.
No thanks.
He's been pretty decent. Bro.
I wouldn't hate it. I would not hate it.
I'm forced
they're gonna have to throw a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
I just can't trust anyone on the line. Not named DeAndre Swift.
He has 12 targets in each of the last 2 games. So like they've been force feeding him with Hawkinson out. So maybe again, since Hawkinson is most likely going to be out again. So maybe
who else is going to go?
The only one I would consider.
Yeah, I guess you do have a point there. You make a good point.
But I am forced to start him in a league where I need to win to get in the playoffs. So that's my level of confidence. But that's only because I lost Hopkins too. So either way, let's pick this one. Who you got?
Come on now. Cardinals.
Come on, brother.
Lock it in. Clean sweep. Let's move on to Panthers at the Bills. Let's start in Carolina. Is Chuba Hubbard a startable running back this week for people who handcuffed Christian McCaffrey?
I don't like him against that Buffalo defense.
Neither do I.
And I mean, even the past since week 9, when he's been playing, he has not been all that great.
Really expected
at all. He hasn't had over 10 points since week 9.
Well, you know who's causing that?
Cam. Sorry. They knew what they were getting when they signed him back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we knew as fantasy managers too.
Yeah. I don't even know what they're doing at quarterback at this point. It's probably gonna be like half PJ Walker and Cam again this week.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like a college team.
No idea what's going on there, but yeah, I would avoid Hubbard if I could for sure. He's just been too streaky and a very tough matchup this week and a tough matchup next week. And a tough matchup in the championship against New Orleans. Yeah. So he really does not have an easy schedule. I can't trust him right now. Cannot do it. So I would avoid if I could. How about DJ Moore, though? Where did you rank him this week? Is he still at wide receiver 2?
Yep.
Where do I have
wide receiver 2 for me? I have him at 15.
I have him at 20. I think DJ Moore got his swagger back, though, and that's good to see.
Definitely good to see.
Yeah, definitely good to see. We've been missing some consistent DJ Moore action. I also have him at 20, so I think he's a good play. Buffalo scares me a little bit, but Tre'Davious White is out for the season, so he should be all right. For the Bills, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs locked in for the playoffs. Keep rolling them out there as long as they're healthy. What do you make of Cole Beasley and Gabriel Davis? Are they startable flex options? What's the deal with those guys? With Sanders most likely out again.
I mean, I would
prefer
Beasley. Beasley?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What
prefer
else?
Beasley to Gabriel Davis. If I were to start Beasley, it's like at a flex right now.
Flex for sure.
Yeah, not really too much like expectations for him, but he gets his fair share in that offense.
Yeah, for sure. Like the target share has been pretty decent. So I think I wouldn't be mad. He had 11 targets this past week without Sanders. So maybe he becomes the number 2 again, but he's also been up and down all season. So Gabriel Davis could emerge. I got them both as lower end flex options. If you had to start them, you could start them. Dawson Knox, definitely a startable tight end for the playoffs, right?
Easily.
100%, dude. He's one of the ones I'd be happy with.
Yeah, I have him at 7 right now. I could move him ahead of Pitts. I would not be mad.
Dude, I put Pitts at 9.
All right.
We'll get into Pitts in a
there.
I'd put him
done with him.
I put him over Pitts. Couldn't put him over Gronk though.
No,
I still prefer Gronk.
Bro, I was literally thinking about starting Ricky Seals-Jones over Pitts this week. Pitts sucks, man.
It's been bad.
He sucks, dude.
We'll get into Pitts. We'll definitely get into Pitts in a minute here.
I don't want to. I really don't even want to I don't want to talk about it.
We got to get this pick in. Panthers at the Bills. Who we got?
Bills.
Lock it in. Give me the Bills. They got to bounce back after that.
You sure you don't want to take the Panthers?
I'm positive.
It's your
I'm
team.
done with them. Done with them. Done with them. They don't even know who they're starting at quarterback. How am I supposed to pick them to win a game? Done. I picked them last week too. Done with them. All right. Cowboys at the Giants. Can we trust Dak right now for the first round of the playoffs? He's been pretty inconsistent. So what's the deal here?
I am definitely trusting him this week.
I'm going to be honest, I'm not trusting him, but I'm starting him because I have to, and his potential is just too good. But he's really been letting me down, and he's been scaring me, and he's been hurting my feelings, and it sucks. It sucks to have to start him because you expect so much, and it's just not there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, a good sign he should have.
He's been struggling. Less than 14 points and 5 picks in those 3 bad games. The 1 good game in between. So it's a little scary, but what were you going to say, Matt?
You got to roll him out there. He has his, I believe he's going to have like a full strength receiving core. And I mean, it's coming down to the wire. And I know Washington is on Dallas's ass right now. And this is a division game. So I expect Dak to just show out.
One would think.
One would think. That's my thought process.
One would hope.
Seems like pretty good logic in my head.
Yeah. I got him at 9. I'm hopeful that he outperforms that ranking as well. Moving on to the running backs. How about Zeke or Pollard? What's the deal with this backfield right now? How did you rank these two guys? Are you confident in either of them?
Dude, I don't even know at this point.
Zeke. I mean, you got to be, bro. He's Zeke.
You have to be. I still have Zeke at 14. I still have Pollard all the way down at 33. But, I mean, I feel like I should make it a little bit closer because the past few weeks it really has been, like, neck and neck.
Or even, like, all season they were still using Pollard. Like, they really
him. Even last year he was getting more and more involved.
He does deserve it, though. He's good.
He does. He could be a starting running back somewhere else for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Pollard definitely has had some really solid numbers this year. I like, obviously, Zeke more too as well. So I think if you're starting one, you're starting Zeke, even though he has been a little inconsistent lately too. I think he should be fine against the Giants. Pollard, I would avoid if Zeke is playing for sure. So how did you rank CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper? Both top 20 for round 1?
Yes, sir. I got CeeDee 11, Coop 17.
Love to see it. I got Coop 16. And CeeDee at 9.
Ooh, higher on
me too. Exactly like that.
Wow, look at that.
Damn, and I'm the odd man out.
Yeah, well, you're too low on the Cowboys wide receivers, apparently.
Sorry, you guys are too low on Dak.
Whatever.
Where do you have Dak?
All right. I had him at 9.
Where do I have Dak? 8.
I have him at 8. I'm not too low on Dak.
Not too low. I take it back.
That's fine. Just perfectly peachy location. All right. The Giants, Saquon still must start right now for the playoffs, right?
You have to.
You have to.
Yeah.
Imagine having Saquon on your bench in the playoffs.
That's like benching Josh Allen trying to make the playoffs.
You didn't have to do that to him. You didn't have to do that to him.
But, like, come on, bro. Benching Josh Allen for Taysom Hill. That's bozo.
Craziness. All right. Any other Giants even worth a look?
No.
Hell no. Not even close.
I like that. Hell no.
No shot, dude.
Let me get a hell no.
Who's starting a quarterback? Is it still Mike Glennon?
Who cares? Who keeps up with the Giants?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know.
All right,
I think it is Mike Glennon, though.
Cowboys at the Giants. Who we got?
Cowboys.
Give me the Cowboys. Sweep. Let's move on to the snooze fest of the week. Texans at the Jags. What a ugly game. Despite Brandon Cook's inconsistency, though, he remains a startable option for the playoffs this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I benched him. I started Kareem Hunt over him last week, and I almost didn't make the playoffs because of that. It's just like he really is super inconsistent, and it's scary to start him, and you never know what's going to happen. And who's his quarterback? What's the quarterback's name?
Mills Mafia, baby.
Yeah, what's his first name?
Davis.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
not even David.
Yeah,
it's a last name.
His last name is a first name.
He's got 2 last names, and he's throwing to your flex, and it's scary.
Mike Davis, Patty Mills.
No, I'm starting him, and I'm pretty confident. He's been solid all year.
Yeah, I got him inside my top 20. I definitely think you got to roll him out there at this point, especially against the Jags. Like, he had 18 against the Jags week 1. I know that feels like forever ago, but
it was forever ago.
But still, he's got success there, and like the Jaguars we'll get the Jaguars in a second, but we're avoiding all the other Texans, right? No Royce Freeman action.
No.
Action.
Come on.
Never. All right. Avoid all other Texans unless you're looking for a deep tight end. My guy, Brevin Jordan, 7 targets last week and a touchdown. He's on the come up. Keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Anyways, moving on to the Jaguars. Urban Meyer is gone. Thank God. He's kicking kickers out here.
We can
no one knows
rejoice.
what's up with that dude. But James Robinson been struggling mightily. But can we trust him this week with Urban Meyer now gone?
Yes, sir. I don't know who came out. I don't know who came out and said it, but they said James Robinson is our starting running back and he will be played as such. And I don't think I've ever been happier to see fantasy news.
I agree. Yeah, I got James Robinson at 18, so a little lower than normal, but
less than 10 carries the past 2 weeks. I mean, that's the best player on their offense. He is their only chance to win.
Yeah, get him the ball, lock him in. Any other Jaguars worth starting? I would avoid them all, dude.
No.
Marvin Jones.
No.
Everyone.
No. Lawrence. No. Avoid all Jaguars if you can, for sure. Even in this favorable matchup, aside from James Robinson, let's pick this one. Who we got?
Give me the Jets.
The Jets.
Oh, we're on the wrong game. My bad.
I'm taking the Jags.
I'm going to take the Jets, though, next game. I'm spoiling.
Give me the Texans. Give me Mills Mafia, baby.
Ew.
Me too.
Lock it
Me
in.
too.
Really?
Yeah.
Double Texans.
Yeah.
Ew.
No, not you. Big Brandon Cooks game.
The Jags.
Big Brandon Cooks game.
Big Brandon Cooks game. Lock it in. All right. Jets at the Dolphins. T-God is taking the Jets.
I'm taking the Jets.
Are you starting any Jets for round 1 of the playoffs? Michael Carter, if he comes back?
Still scary.
I feel like it's too soon.
It's definitely risky, but like if you're looking for a running back to plug in because your running back has COVID or injured or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, before he got hurt, I
think he's one of the top waiver ads right now if he's out there.
Yeah, for sure. He was hot before he got hurt.
Yeah. I'd roll him out there if I had to. He had, before getting hurt against the Dolphins, he had 9 carries for 63 yards. So he was having a pretty decent game.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing on the Jets here. Davis and Elijah Moore are out. Is Jamison Crowder a flex option?
Yes. I'll say it.
I'd have to say so.
I'd say yes, too. I started him last week in my flex, though. He really didn't do much. And I didn't make the playoffs, but I was making it anyway, so it didn't matter. But Jamison Crowder, I think you can start him, but it's not pretty. I wouldn't expect too much. I wouldn't get your hopes up that high. But he could put up some numbers. Moving on to the Dolphins. Myles Gaskins should be startable this week if he's back from COVID, right?
Yeah, I have him as a low-end RB2, right at 23.
So do I. And no Waddle? Possibly, right?
Waddle.
Is he definitely out?
That is true. I think he is
out unless he gets – I don't know if he was vaccinated or not. I didn't look at all the whatever, but 2 negative tests this quickly would be tough. So
yeah,
Waddle's probably out. Gaskin will be in. With Waddle out, does that make Davonte Parker a top 30 option? And does this bump up Gesicki?
Gotta bump up Gesicki.
Yeah.
Gesicki more than anybody.
Dude, I put Davonte Parker at 26 this week.
I have him at 25.
Playing the Jets. He's their number 1 option. He's finally healthy. Like he's not like dealing with a nagging injury, at least according to the injury report. So I'm locking in Davonte Parker this week for the playoffs.
Do it up.
I like it.
But yeah, Gesicki as well. I'm definitely more confident in this week. I put him inside my top 10 again.
Indeed.
All right. Let's pick this one. T-God's taking the Jets. Matt, who are you taking?
Taking the Dolphins.
Yep. I am taking the Dolphins as well.
Dolphins.
Whatever. Me and Gary V.
Yes. Good luck.
Gary
That's T-God's. Good luck.
Thanks.
Titans at the Steelers. The Steelers' run defense is absolutely awful, as we saw last week, as Dalvin Cook just went crazy. So where did you rank the 2 Titans running backs, Hilliard and Foreman?
I got Dante Foreman at 25 because it seems as though he is a lead back as of right now, and I did not rank Hilliard.
I didn't rank Hilliard either, and I have Foreman at 23.
Yeah, I put Hilliard at 37. So like the only way I think Hilliard gets any work in this game is if the Titans go down, because he's more like the receiving back in this weird backfield. But Yeah, Foreman, 27. I think he's a solid like flex option this week if you're looking to plug someone in. He could easily fall into the end zone against this run defense.
Yes.
Not awful.
Cap or no cap, avoid Julio Jones and Ryan Tannehill for the playoffs.
No cap.
I'm going to lean no cap too. They're too risky.
They haven't done anything all season to prove otherwise.
Yeah.
Yep.
And unless Tannehill has AJ Brown out there, I despise him.
Yeah. I'm saying no cap. Julio Jones has been way too inconsistent for me, man. He thought he was going to be a solid flex this year. Cannot trust him right now.
Or what happened?
I don't know.
He literally went from like the top of the league to like irrelevant.
Ryan Tannehill happened, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
This whole team is weird. They're winning games still, but like they're like bad.
It's like defense.
I don't understand who scores.
Who scores?
Any balls.
Fantasy points. Weird. It's weird. I don't know. Avoid them. They're weird. For the Steelers, though, Najee Harris and Deontay Johnson both locked in. You have to start those guys. They've been super consistent all season. But what about Chase Claypool? Is he an option in a game where they may have to throw?
Mm-hmm. I got him at 26. I like him at flex.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind flexing him.
Yeah, I got him at 25. So definitely worth a shot out there. I think you could definitely flex them. Titans definitely have a beatable secondary as well. So Claypool, solid option. Freiermuth as well. Been pretty consistent. Where did you rank him this week?
Got him at 10.
I got him at
12.
11. 10, 11, 12.
I like some Pat. Always a threat in the red zone. Always has the opportunity to score. So that's what we like in fantasy.
I agree. I like Freiermuth. Let's pick this one. Titans at the Steelers. Who we got?
Steelers.
Why was I thinking?
Why did we sweep that?
Why was I thinking?
What?
I was thinking, and then I was like, Titans really blow. But
Bro,
they
the
win
Titans are
games.
9-4.
But they suck. I don't get it.
They do suck.
It's a pick.
It has to be like their special teams and defense and random tight ends that no one knows.
Yeah, I don't know. I just went Steelers this one, and I thought I was going to be alone, but we all went Steelers apparently. All right, lock it in. Steelers. Football team at the Eagles. Antonio Gibson got only 3 points last week. Can you trust him this week for round 1 against the Eagles?
No. Did JD play last week? I don't think he did. Did he?
I don't remember.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
And he still only got
because
3?
I think we were gassing up Gibby because JD was out.
Either way, I don't trust Gibby. I never did.
No,
I never understood the hype.
10 carries for 36 yards, and he had 2 catches for 5 yards and a lost fumble.
No, I'm not trusting. I'm not.
I mean,
I'm starting in a league.
You're forced to start. You're forced to start.
I don't really.
I have him at 20.
I have Henderson if Henderson plays, but then again, I started Henderson last time he played and got 0, and Sony Michel played. So,
would you rather start Foreman? I would.
Maybe
over Gibby.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
wouldn't hate you.
I 100% would.
I wouldn't hate you. I have Gibson ranked above him though. So Gibson at 21. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Gibson, you might be stuck with him for the playoffs, but if you do have another option, I would not hate you for going away from him. How about Terry McLaurin as well in the same boat? Had a donut last week. He did get a concussion and leave early, but that was pretty late in the game at that point. He's been pretty hit or miss all season. Are you avoiding him this week if you can? Even if he does come back from the concussion?
I don't know if you have a better option other than Terry McLaurin, but I don't really see him being like too productive in this game, especially if Darius Slay is going to be on him all game. I mean, Darius Slay has been magnificent this year. So
I love it.
Has he not been?
He has been.
I just like the vocabulary there.
Yeah, I got a great vocabulary.
Let me give you a couple options: Terry McLaurin or Chase Claypool this week.
Claypool.
Terry McLaurin or Davonte Parker.
Terry.
I have D Park and Claypool ranked ahead of McLaurin in my ranks right now. By 1. But
I would have to go Terry over D Park.
Terry or Devonta Smith.
I like
Terry.
Smitty.
I think I'd go Terry in that case. I think that's where the line is right now, which is sad for where we expected Terry McLaurin to be. You hope he's healthy. You hope he's able to play, but he is still a risky start for sure. Moving on to the Eagles. Jalen Hurts may miss this game with his ankle injury still. He's been splitting the first team reps with Minshew, so still hit or miss here. What's the deal with this quarterback? Are you starting any of them, whoever plays? If Hurts does play, he has to be must start still. Nervous about the ankle?
Yeah, no, definitely must start. If it's Minshew, stop. He shouldn't even be rostered. Stop it. Come on. Don't tell me any of you are starting Minshew round 1 of the playoffs. Do not try and tell me that. You guys are both lying if you say you do.
Unless Hurts is the only quarterback on my roster and I'm in a deeper league. That would be the only way. That would be the only way I would do that. You're correct. But Jalen Hurts, I am slightly nervous just about the ankle. If he's not able to move around as well as he normally is, he's going to be stuck in the pocket a little bit more than usual, and he might not be as effective. But if he's playing, I'm probably starting him. I probably don't have a better option. Like, I'd probably lean towards Hurts there. For the Eagles running backs, any of them startable?
No. Like I've been saying all year long, no, none of them are startable.
It's so sad, man.
It is sad.
It's very sad. Why aren't they startable?
Disappointing.
Doesn't make any sense.
Make a bet last week about Sanders 2 weeks ago.
What happened?
Yeah, we definitely did. I said he was going to score a touchdown, and he didn't.
Oh yeah, swing that 5. Thanks for reminding me.
Damn it. I just remembered that too. I was like thinking about Miles Sanders. I was like, I swear we made a bet.
Sandy, I don't know if it's focusing, but
yeah, Sandy TV.
Dude, he had 17 points.
Yes.
Didn't find the touchdown. I mean, if you're starting one, you're starting Sanders, but I'm not confident in it. I think against the Jets, you really needed him to find the end zone, and he still didn't. 120 yards rushing, though, is nice. But yeah, Hurts coming back, going to take away some of that volume. No, I'd avoid it. Pass catchers, can we trust Devonta Smith or Goddard this week?
Like Goddard more than Devontae Smith right now. I mean,
agreed.
Devontae Smith has just been like so hit or miss all year. It's either he is like 18 plus or it's 10. And I can't deal with it.
Yeah, I agree. Both of them have been hit or miss. Obviously, Goddard went off with Minshew. You hope that kind of transitions into this week. I think if you have Goddard, you're probably starting him. There's not much better out there. And you hope Smitty can bounce back this week too. But we shall see. Let's pick this one. Football team at the Eagles. Who we got?
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Lock it in. All right, let's keep it rolling. Falcons at the 49ers. Cordell Patterson, the waiver wire god, has to be a start for the playoffs, right? You're locking him in, no doubt about it.
No doubt.
Unfortunately, T-Gods, we do have to talk about Gage again. He's relevant. Startable for the offs. Where do we rank him?
Russell Gage. I have him.
Wait, did we all take the Eagles? 29. I didn't even say my pick.
Yeah, you did.
We all said go Birds.
Just said go Birds.
Did I say go Birds?
You said go Birds.
My brain's just somewhere else, bro.
In your blood, bro. You don't have to think about that. It just happens. I got Gage at 31, so I think he's a solid flex this week.
I'm at 31 too.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah.
You guys are on the same wavelength today.
Uh-huh.
Gage, a solid flex. Kyle Pitts, though, T-Guys, sorry to bring him up again. Are you looking elsewhere right now at the tight end position?
I'm considering Ricky Seals-Jones against the Eagles, who don't know how to cover tight ends.
That is not a bad consideration.
It's so juicy, but like Kyle Pitts.
It's tough to go against your studs.
That's so much potential.
Yeah, let's studs.
Yeah.
Hasn't
I
really
got Pitts at 9,
Ricky
Seals-Jones at 15, if that helps you at all.
It doesn't.
Pitts, I have a 9 just because of the potential that is there. He could still boom for sure, but it's scary. It's risky. He hasn't boomed in a long time. Moving on to the 49ers, because that's pretty much all there is for the Falcons. Eli Mitchell, a start if he goes, right?
Yes.
I actually have him high. I have him at 13.
Yeah, I really like Eli Mitchell if he's able to go. If not, is Jeff Wilson trustable? I'd say no.
Yeah, I'm going to say no. Gotta agree with you.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards no there. I like Jeff Wilson, but he has not really shown much when Eli Mitchell has been out. So
Big throws.
The wide receivers, Debo and Ayuk, both startable. Of course, where did you rank those guys?
Debo 5, Ayuk 19. Glad to see my man's Ayuk back climbing the rankings.
Yeah, Debo 6.
Unfortunately, it's a little too late.
Definitely too late. Debo 6, Ayuk 22.
8 and 22.
Wow. Look at that. It's a crazy world. Debo definitely locked in for the playoffs. He's been a stud all year. Ayuk as well. I think he's finally trustable at this point. Keep rolling him out there. And George Kittle, come on. You got to lock him in. He has been
that man has been feasting.
Seems like the best tight end in football right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pick this one. Falcons at the Niners.
Niners.
Yeah, Niner as well. Give me the 49ers there too. Let's move on. Bengals at the Broncos. So Burrow top 12 this week. He still seems a bit off. Where'd you rank him?
14.
15.
Dang, Joe Burrow falling from grace. I got him at 13, but I completely agree with you guys as well. He's just tough to trust right now.
He is. He has been up to no good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you just can't trust him.
And it's crazy because like T. Higgins has been eating and like Jamar's still getting involved. So I don't understand where all Burrow's numbers really went.
I don't either. I really don't get it, but
it might be turnovers that's killing them.
Broncos defense has also been pretty solid, so it's really tough to start him this week, but I think you might not have a better option. So he still could have a good game for sure. The Broncos, we've seen them collapse a few weeks this year, and they don't play well against good teams. So Burrow could still be solid, but he's a risky play, to say the least, downgrading expectations. Joe Mixon, he has to be locked in again this week. Did you rank him top 5, top 10?
Got him at 7. Just a couple people I like ahead of him.
Yeah.
But Mixon is, you're starting him RB1, no doubt.
Yeah, I got him at 8 as well. So right in the same boat with you guys there. RB1. He was on fire and he slowed down a little bit the past couple weeks. Makes me a little nervous, but you hope he can kind of get back on the right track here, find the end zone against the Broncos.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, as we just touched on, both top 20 this week?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I got
100%.
Jamar at 10, T at 14.
12 and 13.
Ooh, wow.
My
all
boy
the way back
T, baby.
Bro, he's been eating.
No, you're right. I got 10 and 14. So I like them both right in that. They're pushing towards like one of the best duos in the league right now. So
they are. And they're young.
Tyler Boyd in the slot. Like
that team could be a problem for a while if they get their offensive line and defense right.
Yeah, the O-line was pretty solid until a couple of them had been hurt the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Hurting them a little bit. Hopefully they get healthy this week. Get the Bengals back on track. Let's move on to the Broncos. Pretty much the only position I think we need to talk about is the running back position. Javonte Williams dealing with a knee injury, but he is expected to play. How did you rank him and Melvin Gordon?
Javonte 21, Melv 24. Still, even with the lingering injury, I prefer Javonte over Melv. It seemed like for a little bit he was taking over that backfield completely.
Yeah, I really agree. I got them both a little higher than you at 18 and 21 or 18 and 22. I like both of them.
19 and 22. Who do you have at 22?
Melv.
Okay. Just making sure.
Come on,
man. I've been Javonte.
Hey, you be switching up sometimes, Sean.
Nah,
you be switching sometimes.
That's my boy.
You ain't even pick the Panthers to win this week. Switching up.
Come on.
You come on.
Both of them are actually startable this week. I think Bengals run defense has been pretty solid, but I don't think it's like terrifying. Like they still could easily. They're going to run the ball. That's all they can do because I think at this point we have to avoid all other Broncos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
Jerry Jeudy,
sorry Sutton,
sorry Noah Fant, all these
Clark.
names that were supposed to be very solid fantasy players are all pretty much fantasy graveyard.
Sutton could be elite. So good.
Anywhere else, but he just
anywhere else,
or just get him a new quarterback or a new OC. Something's wrong
they
there.
Need Russ.
The offense isn't clicking. So
oh my God, they need Russ. Russ needs them.
Russ. Yeah,
maybe they need each other. Let's pick this one.
Russ is DK and Lockett.
Yeah, but
I know Russ has options, but their O-line is brutal.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still taking the Bengals.
All right. Yeah, I'm still taking the Bengals as well.
I'm still taking the Bengals too because the Broncos can't beat good teams.
Suck.
All right, Packers at the Ravens. Aaron Rodgers, Davonte Adams, both locked in as long as Rodgers is able to go. What are we doing with Aaron Jones? Must start. Are we still nervous about A.J. Dillon's impact? What's the deal?
I'm super nervous.
Aaron Jones.
I'm super nervous. And he's hurt.
Yeah.
Bro, he like touched the ball like 9 times or something last week. Like 9 total. 11 total touches. Like, bro, that's not what you want from your RB1.
Carries too.
I really gave up JT for this man.
I know.
I really gave up Jonathan Taylor to get this. Bro, like, that hurts me so much. Like,
dude, sometimes it hurts. I trust me. We've all been on that opposite side of the trade later in the season, and it's a bad feeling.
Go back to week 3 and tell me it's not a bad, like, bro, it wasn't. Never mind. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep talking about the trade. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm starting Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I think you still have to start Aaron Jones, even with Dillon's impact. I think you still just got to keep rolling him out there. And I do think they go up in this game without possibly Lamar Jackson, as we'll get into in a minute. So I do like both of them as options, but I'd obviously lean towards Jones right now. Is Allen Lazard a sneaky option with Marquez Valdez-Scantling questionable? And Lazard had 21 points last week.
I was going to say he went off last week.
No. Last week ain't this week.
I say he's worth an ad. Like if you're looking for someone to put on your bench and you have some COVID issues, like you lost Jarvis Landry and Tyler Lockett or something, that would be when I'd start him. But I think he's in that same kind of tier, but more towards the bottom of like the Amon-Ra St. Brown, KJ Osborne, guys you can find on waivers, where Lazard would be down there. So I'd avoid him if I could, but if you're looking for someone, he is a little bit interesting. I got my eye on him. For the Ravens, Lamar likely out again. I don't know. He's questionable. They're saying like it's going to come down pretty much to the game time. So it's going to be tough to wait to start him because they're playing pretty late as well. How does Huntley impact this offense?
Not good. Not in a positive way.
Yeah, it doesn't like raise him up any. But I mean, against the Browns last week,
downgrade.
He came in and he played pretty well. He almost actually won him the game. Justin Tucker had a crazy onside kick that just bounced off the dude's arm, and they just choked it, unfortunately. But I still like all the options right around, like Mark Andrews and Hollywood. I didn't really downgrade them at all.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think I'm in the same boat. I think you got to keep rolling those guys out there, even with their quarterback change. They've been too consistent not to. And even with him last week, they were both pretty decent. So keep rolling them out there for sure. So let's keep it rolling here. Let's pick this one. Who we got?
Packers.
Yeah, give me the Packers.
Yeah, Pack.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
Seahawks at the Rams. After a slow start, Russell Wilson now has 20-plus points in 3 straight games. Is he a viable option for the offs? Where did we rank him?
I'm at 14. Still not 13. All the way back in.
I'm at 13.
Where do you have him, Sean?
12.
I have Taysom Hill over him.
Me too. I might change that right now. I'm changing it.
I have him one spot ahead.
I put Russ over Taysom Hill now.
All right. Russ is now
at
13. Russ 13. Taysom 14.
I did it. I don't care. Russell Wilson, I'd trust him right now. A little bit. Yeah. Lockett being out definitely scares me a little bit, but I still think he's going to have to do a lot in this game.
Oh, I'm moving him up. I forgot. Christian Kirk's out. He's now 12.
Who? What?
I'm so confused. Why is Christian Kirk out relevant?
Because it moves up Russ.
Over who?
You mean Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins. What did I say?
Oh,
Did I say Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins
it's
is out.
I had Kirk on here.
I didn't know Kirk was out.
Kirk and Lamar are out. Those are both my quarterbacks in one league. I'm fucked.
No.
Yep. Okay. Russell Wilson just went from 12 to 10 for me in a matter of like a minute. So.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Things happen so fast.
Lock him in as a top 10 quarterback. Either way, I do still think he's a viable option, even if you were considering him before that. How about Rashad Penny? Where did you rank him after he boomed last week, as Q called on our waiver post?
Definitely did boom. Did I not rank Penny?
You guys forgot Penny?
No, I have him at 30.
I got him at 28. I think he's like right below Deonta Foreman for me.
He's not inside my top. Sorry, not inside my top 30.
Respect it. He's like right below Foreman. Like He's in that Miles Sanders territory where it's not pretty, but like if you had to start a running back, you could start him.
Agreed.
For DK, he has been a little bit down, but Tyler Lockett on the COVID list. I think you got to start DK this week, right?
Have to. Even if Lockett was playing, I think you still have to start DK.
Yeah. Lock in DK. Moving on to the Rams, Stafford and Kupp locked in for sure. But what are you doing with the running backs? If Henderson can't go, is Michelle a must start? If Henderson does go, what the heck is the plan?
If Henderson plays, I expect him to be much more healthy than he was last week. So I think he gets more involved where it's like not a surprise where Michelle gets basically all the work. So if Henderson's playing, I'm starting him. If not, definitely starting Michelle.
I agree. I'm with that. I'm scared to start Henderson because he got me that 0, but Matt just convinced me I'm in.
You got it.
I'm in, baby. How about Van Jefferson and Odell? Who are you in favor of as the wide receiver 2 right now? Both startable every week?
OBJ, and yes, I think they're both
in favor
startable.
of OBJ, yes.
I'm more the Van Jefferson side here. Really like Van Jefferson's like talent. I think he's just kind of been buried behind, obviously, last year with Woods. But yeah, both of them have been thriving. I do like that Van Jefferson's targets have just been consistently going up, but OBJ has also been doing well. So I think both of them are in the same kind of tier and both startable for sure.
You think you could start all 3 of those receivers and like win games?
Probably, dude. You could probably start the whole Rams team.
That's
honestly.
What, yeah. Oh, hey,
I was going to say you could start Stafford, quarterback, and everything.
Millie's looking strong right now.
Husky. Someone's outside. She's getting all worked.
I saw a stat the other day. It was like since the Browns released Odell, Baker has thrown 2 touchdowns to wide receivers, and Odell has caught 3 since joining the Rams.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's truly insane. Maybe he was just holding back Odell this whole time. Let's pick this one. Seahawks at the Rams. Who we got?
Rams.
I'm really scared, dude. I'm really scared the Seahawks come out of nowhere in this game, but give me the Rams.
Come on, bro. No running back.
Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams.
All right.
2 more games. Saints at the Bucks, Sunday Night Football. Alvin Kamara. That's pretty much it for the Saints, right? We know we're starting Kamara. Or is Taysom someone you're interested in for this tough matchup?
Definitely interested.
Definitely interested, but I mean, like, I don't know. The Bucks defense is pretty decent. And who did Taysom verse last week? The Jets or someone?
The Jets. Jets.
So, I mean, like, it's a lot different matchup this week. I'm not fully confident in starting Taysom, but he's definitely interesting. If you're in the boat like I am and you have Kirk and Lamar out, he might be worth a look.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a startable quarterback. I have him below Russ now, as I just mentioned, but at Tampa scares me a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't really like Taysom, though. I'd avoid him if I could, but if you had to, you could start him. For the Bucks, I was going to go like one by one here with all of these players, but I think at this point, I think we can safely say
you start
Brady,
them all.
Godwin, Evans, Gronk. Lock them all in.
Literally.
If they're healthy, you're starting them. Like, I think you have to start all of them. Are you nervous at all about Lattimore for Mike Evans? Or I think he's past
it. Just gives a slight boost to Godwin. Evans is still going to produce.
Yeah, Evans still definitely like a must-start guy. So
yep,
lock them all in. Fournette is questionable though, so if Fournette does miss, keep an eye on Rojo. If you have Fournette, definitely go pick him up as soon as possible. Let's move on to the last game.
Vikings wait. We got to pick.
Pick.
Bucks.
Bucks.
Okay, that was easy.
Just had to get it out the way.
Let's move on to the last game. Monday Night Football. Vikings at the Bears. Dalvin Cook continues to shine. Lock him in for sure. Are we trusting Kirk Cousins? No, wait. Kirk Cousins is out, correct?
I'm going by T-God's news. I trust Teagues.
Did he test positive? I swear he tested positive. I'm like 99.9% sure he tested positive.
Let me check real quick.
Take a look.
I think he did too. I think you're right. I don't know. I haven't.
But I mean, if Kirk didn't test positive, then I trust him.
Bro, I'm pretty sure he did.
Especially against this Bears team.
Why can't I find anything on Kirk?
And if he's able to get Thielen back.
Like,
dude, is he active?
Before he was active. I pray to God he's active.
I think he is active. See, guys, I don't see anything anywhere.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Lock it in. Lock it in. Kirk.
Lock in Kirk.
You guys actually is a fortune teller. He may get COVID tomorrow, so keep an eye on Kirk.
Oh my goodness. T-God saw the future, doesn't even know it.
Oh my God.
We're gonna hope Kirk Cousins is healthy and fine.
I had a dream.
He had a dream about Kirk Cousins getting COVID. I do think you can trust him, though. I did have him at 10 before we just changed our ranks, thinking that he was out. I do think he's a startable quarterback in this matchup. It is primetime Kirk, which scares me a little bit, but it's the Bears. The Vikings really need to make the playoffs, and Justin Jefferson looks unbelievable. So even without Thielen, I still think he's a startable quarterback. And KJ Osborne, I already told you to lock it in. You guys like him as well this week as a flex?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think he's a flex. Let's move on to the Bears. David Montgomery is pretty much the only startable Bear at this point.
Maybe Mooney.
I'd say so. Maybe Mooney.
I think this could be a bounce back game for Mooney against the Vikings. You know they're going to be throw.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
So
I don't want to say anyone's out, but I'm pretty sure A-Rob is out. I lied once.
A-Rob is out.
I'm pretty sure A-Rob's not playing.
A-Rob being out is confirming me believing back in
that is. I forgot about that. There's been so many cases coming out. It's like
I can't keep up with everyone right now. It's nuts.
It's insane.
Right, let's pick this game. Vikings at the Bears. Who we got?
Vikings.
I think I confused Kirk Cousins with Case Keenum.
Case Keenum.
I think that's what I did.
I think Case Keenum.
I just read on my phone, and that's locked in. I
Case
literally
Keenum
just
is
read
starting?
it. No,
wait,
tested positive.
Wait.
Oh, so the Browns are on their third string quarterback.
Wait. I might have to change my pick. Can I change my pick?
No. All right. Yeah, you can. Episode
you
ain't
can.
over.
All right, fine. Give me the Raiders.
Come on.
I still think Nick Chubb's running for 200.
He very well may. He's going to be their entire offense.
Give me the Raiders. Give me Derek Carr. He's going to go off.
Yeah, he is. Go Renfro, baby.
Renfro. Lock it in. Give me the Raiders. We're sweeping that game. And that is it. Vikings at the Bears was the last game. Unfortunately, no trivia this week, as obvious. Our trivia host Q is not here. So we'll get that back going next week. But that's a wrap for the Week 15 preview. We'll be back next Sunday with our Week 16 preview. So make sure you tune in then. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you're following us. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple, Anchor, wherever you get your podcast, that's where we're at. Throw us a sub on YouTube as well if you ever want to watch the video format. Also on Twitter, Super FB Podcast, Instagram, Super Fantasy Podcast, and TikTok as well at the Super Fantasy Bros. See you guys Sunday with Q.
Good luck.
Next week. Good luck in the playoffs round 1. Peace.